Most women will say the two things they dislike shopping for the most are bathing suits and jeans. This morning we hope to make your jean shopping a little easier. Please say hello to Foxy Mom and color and image consultant Tia Warren.
Hello,
good morning.
good morning.
Oh my gosh, when I found out you were going to do this segment, so many women can relate because it's such a problem. Why is it so hard for us to find a pair of jeans we actually like?
Well, for a couple reasons, Kim. One thing is you could line up 100 women that are all the same size, but they look completely differently. So our bodies are different and we need to be aware of what works on our particular body. The other reason is fabric of denim is not necessarily the most forgiving fabric. And people will realize that it's very stiff sometimes and doesn't flatter our figure because it doesn't drape real well. So we want to look for denims that has some fluidity to them so that they will fall over our body in a more flattering way.
So these are a part of your 5 do's and don'ts that you're sharing with us this morning when you're shopping for jeans. So the first is the fabric. We have those that we can put on the screen. Fluid fabric, more forgiving.
Right.
Okay. The next thing is dark colors, right?
Yes, absolutely. Dark colors absorb light and make things look smaller. So anytime you want to look smaller or more slender when you're wearing jeans, the darker the color, the more you're going to have that effect. The lighter the color, for example, if you're going to be wearing white jeans this summer, just remember this will reflect light and put a little bit of poundage on.
Make you a little wider when maybe you don't want to be.
And if there's any kind of shine or sheen to the fabric, that reflects light too, so that's something to avoid.
I never even thought about that before. Okay, the other thing is that you say that you look at your legs. So if you have the shorter legs versus the longer legs, you need to look for a certain cut of jean, right?
Yes, right. So if you have shorter legs, typically you have a longer torso. The longer the torso, the longer you want the rise on the jean to be. What that means is the rise is the amount of fabric between the back or the front area where the thigh meets and the top. So that the longer the rise, the longer it's going to come on your body. So if you have a long torso, that's better for you. If you have a short torso, it means usually you have longer legs and a shorter rise will look better. So short torso, shorter rise.
All right, we got to keep this moving. The next thing is, and this is really interesting, that you say you want to try on your jeans with heels.
Yes. So if you're going to wear any kind of heels when you wear the jeans you're shopping for, then make sure you take those to try them on with you. Otherwise, they may end up being too short. Okay,
and the other do is when it comes to fit, you want to let your hips and your rear guide you.
Yes, for the flare itself, flare being how wide it is at the bottom. Boot cut is very popular flare, and if you have very narrow hips, you can go with a little bit of a more narrow flare. So you follow the dimensions of your hips, and the wider hip, you want to have a little bit of wider flare, and that balances everything out.
All right, let's put up the don'ts really, really quickly. I know we're running out of time for this particular segment, but the first thing you say is avoid whiskering. I have no idea what whiskering is.
Whiskering is on all kinds of jeans. It's these horizontal lines that they intentionally put in. Horizontal lines make things look wider, so it can make that area look wider.
Okay, now you say Foxy Mom shouldn't wear mom jeans. You don't want to always follow trends because they may not look good on you. Expensive, not necessarily better.
That's right, because it all depends on what's working on your body.
All right, and then you need to keep this in mind. I never really think about it when it comes to jeans. You can always alter them.
You should alter. You shouldn't expect they're going to fit perfectly. Get them hemmed up, get them taking in a little bit, and get the perfect fit that way.
All right, coming up in our next segment, that's coming up at 8:40. We have some models here. We're going to show you some before pictures in their jeans and what Tia picked for them to look their best. And you have a website as well. What is that?
I do. It's dresstoimpressclub.com.
All right, dresstoimpressclub.com. Check it out. More with Tia coming up at 8:40. Let's check the forecast now.